Starting on the pole here in your Davis & Sons USRA B Modified Heat Race number 1, going to be Scott Chisholm out of Dadeville, Missouri in the 8X machine. On his outside, Mr. Brett Testerman in the 52T coming out of Miami, Oklahoma. Inside row number 2 is going to be Chet Buckley out of Republic, Missouri in the 1 machine. On his outside, Daniel Anders in that 5. And starting in the rear there, the 112 of Justin Comer coming out of Joplin, Missouri. Daniel Anders also out of Joplin, Missouri. Says 38 on the door. 112 on our My Race Pass. Gonna give it one more time around here. Again, Testerman, Chisholm, row number 1, Anders and Buckley, row number 2, Comer in the rear there. And right about now is when we bring you Show Me Dirt live on Facebook, through Show Me Dirt and through Monett Motor Speedway there. My man Tombo promotes everything dirt, and he does it at a really high level through his pride and joy. Show Me Dirt. Show Me Dirt is your go-to source for Southwest Missouri's exhilarating dirt track racing scene. Join them on one of the many social media outlets, including YouTube and X. He is all over Southwest Missouri, doing an excellent job of promoting racing, and I'm proud to call him my friend. Davis & Sons USRA B Modified Heat Race number 1. Ready to start things off for you tonight? Who's ready, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Brought to you by J&M Pallet Company. Looking for that Ozark Fiber Restart Zone. Green flag from Freedom Bank. Let's get it on! Chisholm and Testerman head off into 1. It's a big bobble up. Testerman, the 52T, out to the quick lead here. Watch out, they're all getting bottled up. Looking for that high line as they come around for lap number 1. Gonna be a good one, we know this. Brett Testerman in the 52T gonna lead lap number 1. Scott Chisholm in that 8X right behind him. Watch out, Daniel Anders looking to the bottom side. Anders and Chisholm side by side going into turn number 3. Watch out, the 1 of Chet Buckley getting a little loose going through 3 and 4 there. Brett Testerman going to lead lap number 2. He's out front. Problems on the 5 machine of Anders. He'll take her to the rear of the field. We'll keep her going green. Brett Testerman out front of Scott Chisholm now in that 2nd spot. The whole field really staying close together as we come to the lap number 3 here. Testerman out front by 0.2 of a second over the 8X of Scott Chisholm. Chet Buckley up to that 3rd spot now. Chisholm looking to the inside there, nose and nose as we go through 3 and 4. Testerman on the top side, Chisholm on the bottom. Wheel to wheel, door to door, coming through 1 and 2. Chisholm gonna take the lead. Coming out of 2 here, Brett Testerman falls back to that 2nd spot. Coming up to the bottom side and Chet Buckley. Buckley hold on to that 3rd spot. Watch out, Chisholm slips up. They almost get together. Chet Buckley on the underside of the 52 of Testerman, looking for that 2nd spot. Chisholm loves to see those guys behind him side by side as he starts to break away just a little bit. 0.3 of a second the lead last time by. Watch out, Chet Buckley. Buckley moves up to that 2nd spot. Comer looks to follow him on the bottom side. Testerman will move back to that 4th spot. Comer looking to make the pass as they go down the backstretch. Buckley looking to the underside of Chisholm. This is going to be for the lead. They touch coming out of 4. Chisholm to the lead. Chisholm holding on. Watch out, Buckley in that 1 machine. Little bit loose. Comer looking to the top side, going to try to go the hard way around here on the last lap. Comer up to that 2nd spot. Checkered flag being brought to you by Wesco. It's going to be Scott Chisholm in the 8X machine. Comer able to get around Buckley on that last lap there. What a race to start the night off here with your Davis & Sons USRA B Modified Heat Race number 1. Scott Chisholm in the 8X coming away with a little body damage, but a win here. Scott Chisholm in the 8X with the win there. Justin Comer in the 112. Able to get around. What a race there. Chet Buckley in the 1 machine going to finish 3rd. Brett Testerman 4th. And Daniel Anders in 5th. That was not a good move. A lot of bumping and banging. That's going to make for a very interesting feature there. All right, heat race number 2 of your David and the Sons USRA BMO5s coming out onto the track next. Starting on the pole, Webb City, Missouri's Mitch Keeter in the 52. On his outside, Kason Harris in the 00 coming all the way from Bella Vista, Arkansas. Row number 2 is going to be Jace Boney out of Cleveland, Missouri in the number 18. On his outside, Matt Thompson in the 31. Matt coming out of Bentonville, Arkansas. Keeter and Harris row number 1. Boney and Thompson row number 2. What a race there in your David and the Sons USRA B Modified heat race number 1. Lights are out. 8 laps the distance here. Keeter brings them around 3 and 4, looking for that Ozark fiber. Restart zone, green flag being brought to you by Freedom Bank. Here we go. Keeter out to a quick lead. Harris looking to go top or bottom. He's going to stick it right. He's going to stay right where he's at there in that 2nd spot. It's Mitch Keeter shot out of a cannon as he makes his way down the backstretch. Keeter going to lead lap number 1, already out by 7/10 of a second over the 00 of Kason Harris. Jace Boney at number 18 right behind him. So Keeter, Harris, Boney, your top 3. Matt Thompson falls back just a little bit. Keeter extends that lead to 8/10 of a second over the 00 of Kason Harris. Harris starting to break away from that 3rd place of Boney. Trying to reel in Mitch Keeter here as we come to lap number 3 of your David and Sons USRA B Modified. Keeter in the 52 out front. Kason Harris on 00, your 2nd place car. Top 2 starting to break away from the rest. As you see the gap there, it was 6/10 of a second last time by between your 1st and 2nd car and your 3rd and 4th. Now up to a 1.5 seconds. 6/10 of a second between 1st and 2nd there. Kason Harris narrowing the gap as he comes off of turn number 4 here. Looked like he was narrowing it up. Mitch Keeter goes out by another 1/10 of a second, 7/10 of a second, the distance between Harris and Keeter there. Jace Boney running his fastest lap that last time at 18.472. That distance getting shorter and shorter, less than half a second that last time by, and we're coming to the white flag now. Keeter comes off a 4. Harris with 4 more turns to try to get it done here in your David and Sons USRA B Modified heat race number 2. Does he have anything for Keeter as they make their way through 3 and 4? Keeter on that high side. Kason Harris is going to follow him. Mitch Keeter taking that Wesco Home Furnishings checkered flag. Kason Harris coming in 2nd. Jace Boney 3rd. And Matt Thompson rounding out the field there. All right, for those of you that are live here, Mitch Keeter in the 52 taking home the win there in your David and Sons USRA B Modified. Kason Harris coming in just 2/10 of a second behind him. Jace Boney finishing 3rd in the 18 machine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for some late model action here tonight. Again, we got 19 of your dirt car late models showing up here. 3 heats. Starting on the pole, going to be Glenn Powell in the 26P out of Nixa, Missouri on his outside. Going to be Jeremy Steele in the number 79 out of Clever, Missouri. Inside row number 2 is going to be Blake Steele. In the number 82 on his outside, Dustin Moonham in the number 20 out of Verona, Missouri. And starting in row number 3, going to be Joey Smith in the number 3 out of West Plains, Missouri. And Steve Steele in the 87. The Steele gang bringing 3 cars tonight, all on one trailer. It was a pretty awesome sight to see. Just got word that the 20 machine blew up. All right, lights are out. Again, J&M Pallet Company are bringing you your hot laps and your heat races. We appreciate them very, very much for that. Glenn Powell picks up the pace as he goes down the backstretch here, heading into turns 3 and 4, looking for that Ozark Fiber restart zone. Ladies and gentlemen, who's ready for some late model racing? I know I am. Green flag, here we go. Glenn Powell on the 26P out to a quick lead. Watch out, number 3 of Joey Smith on the outside. Glenn Powell coming around, going to try to lead lap number 1, and he'll do so. Already got one over the lip there in 3 and 4. He brings her back on. Glenn Powell on the 26P running a 16.760 last time by Joey Smith, and then the 3 machine right behind him. Narrows the gap just a little bit from 1.2 to 0.8. Both guys running a much faster lap this time. Believe it or not, the number 3 machine running a much faster lap in a 16.160 versus a 16.537 from your leader. Powell out front of this thing here. 3 laps in the books. 1.34 second lead for the 26P of Glenn Powell. Extends it out. Powell already about to catch some lap traffic here. '87 of Steele takes her to the bottom. Almost collects that second place car of Joey Smith. Gonna be 2 to go this time by Glenn Powell and Joey Smith. Your battle for the race here. Nobody else even close. 3 car narrows the gap as they come through 3 and 4. Looking at the white flag this time by 26P Glenn Powell one more time around. Watch out. 3 of Joey Smith has to check up. He'll lose quite a bit of ground as he makes his way down the backstretch. Checkered flag coming out for the 26P of Glenn Powell, taking home the win there. Number 3 of Joey Smith coming in that second spot. Jeremy Steele and Steve Steele are racing for 3rd and 4th. Steve Steele finishing 1 lap down. '26P of Glenn Powell taking home the win there. Joey Smith at the number 3 coming in 0.8 of a second behind for that second place. Jeremy Steele finishing 3rd in the 79, and Steve Steele in the 87 finishing 4th. Race number 2 making their way onto the track now. Starting on the pole out of Joplin, Missouri is going to be the 25S of Shannon Phillips. On Shannon's outside, the D7 of Sean Duncan come all the way from Lockwood, Missouri. Inside runner 2 is going to be J.R. Rowland in the 149 machine out of Warsaw, Missouri. On his outside, Ryan Johnson in the number 7. Johnson starting in that 4th spot. Inside row number 3 is going to be Jim Greenway in the number 28 machine out of Galena, Missouri. On his outside, Matt Minzy in the 41. Shannon Phillips makes his way around at 3 and 4, ready to get this thing started here in your Dirt Lead Models Heat Race number 2. We're already bouncing and banging all over the place. What a start to this one. 149, the shuffle back. Shannon Phillips moves back to that 2nd spot. Sean Duncan already out front. Everybody checking up, coming out of turn number 4. Sean Duncan going to be your leader here on lap number 1. Watch out, we're spinning there between 1 and 2. That's going to be the number 28 of Jim Greenway. So caution coming out here on lap number 1 right off the bat. We're seeing our Midwest Sheet Metals replay. 7J getting together with the 28 of Greenway. All right, we'll get them lined back up here in our Delaware double file restart. Shannon Phillips looking to go that top side. That'll put the 41 of Matt Menzie on the bottom. Sean Duncan, your leader here. 1 lap in the books. 7 to go. And your dirt car, a late model heat race number 2. Duncan brings them through 3 and 4, hits that Ozark 5-0 restart zone. Green flag, here we go. Matt Menzie looking to shut the door on Shannon Phillips there. Greenway already around the 25S. He'll steal that 3rd spot away from Shannon Phillips. Down into turns 3 and 4. Going to be a 2-car race there for the lead. No, it will not. Matt Menzie gets a little bit sideways. Sean Duncan way out front now. 2.2 seconds that last time by. One of Matt Menzie in that 2nd place. Shannon Phillips in 3rd. Jim Greenway in 4th. Greenway going to take a look to the bottom side of Phillips, going through 3 and 4 here. Just about side by side. A little contact there. That's going to allow that 7 machine. Greenway to the bottom side of Phillips as they make their way down the backstretch. Greenway gets around him. A lot of contact from the 7 machine. He'll put Phillips in the wall. Ryan Johnson, very aggressive tonight. Phillips trying to get her started back up there. And he does. We'll send him, get them all lined back up. Sean Duncan, your leader here in the D7. Matt Menzie still holding on to that second spot. 28 of Jim Greenway up to third. Again, thank you for the replay there, Tombo. Brought to you by Iowa Fire Equipment. Lights are out. Going to be a green, white, checkered finish with 5 laps down, 3 to go. Sean Duncan brings them through the backstretch. Jim Greenway on that bottom side, Matt Menzie on the top side of row number 2. Do either of them have anything for Sean Duncan as he makes his way through 3 and 4? Green flag, here we go. Sean Duncan, your leader, watch out. Ryan Johnson shot out of a cannon once again. He's up to that second spot, white flag last lap. Greenway gonna look to the bottom side. Johnson back to that third spot. He'll lose 2 spots coming off of turn number 2. Sean Duncan, your leader, coming off of turn number 4, gonna take the win there in your dirt car late model heat race number 2. Sean Duncan in the D7 taking home the win there in your dirt car late model heat race number 2. Give it up for the D7 of Sean Duncan. Jim Greenway in the 28 there, able to hold on for second. Matt Menzie in the 41 machine finishing third. In the 7J of Ryan Johnson finishing fourth. Heat race number 3 making their way onto the track now, starting on the pole out of Fort Scott, Kansas, going to be the number 49 of Andy Bryant. On his outside, the quarter J of Jackson Ertl. Josh Dugan in the 93D out of Fairgrove, Missouri, going to start inside, row number 2 on his outside. Tyler Kai Kendall in that 15T coming all the way from Warsaw. Darren Phillips out of Wheatland, Missouri in the 21B, going to start from that 5th spot on his outside. Jerry Hawkins in the 31 out of Rogersville, Arkansas. Big thank you to Stanfield Sanitation, Garbage, and Rubbish Removal, family owned and operated by third-generation owners, the Stanfield family. Celebrating 50 years in business, helping out local businesses in the communities around here in 2024. If you need anything from Stanfield Sanitation, give them a call, 476-5977. Lights are out. We're ready to get it on. Bryant Nerdle, row number 1. Green flag, here we go. Jackson Ertl with a little bit of a tough start there. Tyler Kai Kendall going to get around him. They're side by side. Kai Kendall and Bryant. Bryant with an excellent move, staying in it just a little bit longer. Kai Kendall going to lead lap number 1 here. Tyler Kendall, your lap, but just 1/10 of a second. Andy Bryant that second spot, and Jackson Ertl rounding out your top 3. Top 3 staying together real close there. Ertl looking at the bottom side of Bryant. Tyler Kendall extending his lead out to 1.152 seconds, running a 16.191, almost in the 15-second range. Doesn't quite get it there. Andy Bryant now 1.5 seconds back from Tyler Kendall, stretching out his second place lead over Jackson Ertl in that quarter J. Top 3 starting to get a little more spread out now. Tyler Kendall going to be hard to beat in that feature. He is looking fast. Man on a mission as he catches up. Puts that 31 of Jerry Hawkins a lap down there. Coming off of turn number 4. Kendall still your leader here. Going to be white flag next time by. Here he comes, moving that groove up just a little bit. Tyler Kendall getting a little bit faster there, running a 16.143. Kendall taking the win here in heat race number 3, and he does it in pretty dominating fashion. Tyler Kendall taking the win there. Andy Bryant coming in second. Jackson Ertl third. Darren Phillips rounding out your top 4. All right, time for some Midwest Modifieds coming on the track now. Starting on the pole for heat race number 1 of your Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified is going to be the number 27 of Terry Williams out of Springfield, Missouri. On his outside, Dustin Dennison making the long trip once again from Independence, Missouri. Going to start inside or outside row number 1 on the 5D. Garrett Thompson, the 929 out of Joplin, Missouri. Going to start inside row number 2 on his outside. Michael Hammond coming from Carthage, Missouri in the 276. Inside row number 3 is going to be Steve Muhlenberg in the number 33 out of Sparta, Missouri on his outside. Tommy Still coming from Brookline in the number 42. Going to start in that 6th spot. And starting on the shotgun position, Keegan Keel in the number 55 from Wheaton, Missouri. Again, 8 laps the distance here in your Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1. Williams brings him around 3 and 4. It's that green flag. Here we go. Williams and Dennison, row number 1. Oh, watch out, we're going to make it a 4-way battle as they make the way down the backstretch. Thompson looking to the inside of Williams. This is going to get uncomfy real fast. Dennison looking to lead lap number 1. He'll take the lead coming off of turn number 4. Dustin Dennison in the 5D, your current leader. Terry Williams in that 2nd spot. Muhlenberg checks up after almost running into the back of Williams. He'll fall back to 5th. Garrett Thompson looking to the bottom side. He'll try to take that 2nd spot away here on lap number 2. 42 with Tommy Still following suit. Dennison out front by 1.1 over Garrett Thompson now in the 9:29.42. Tommy still in that third spot. Williams going to take another look to the bottom side. They're getting real close. Don't think they made any contact coming off of four. Stay clean and green, my friend. Tommy still looking to make a battle for that second spot. He's right hot on the trail of that 9:29 at Garrett Thompson. Dustin Dennison looking for a second win of the year here at Monett Motor Speedway. Winning early in the season. Dennison out front by 1.337 seconds. Over the 9:29 at Garrett Thompson. Thompson holding on to that second spot. Tommy still doing his best to catch him here. Muhlenberg starting to get back into a rhythm here. He's in fourth spot. Dustin Dennison still your leader out front here. Garrett Thompson in that second spot. Still watch out, Muhlenberg. Really trying to make up some time here, but he's got one more lap to do it. 55 machine just about gets into your leader as we go down the backstretch. Dennison and Thompson coming through 3 and 4. Dennison gonna take the win here. Dustin Dennison taking your Wesco Home Furnishings checkered flag there. Garrett Thompson finishing in that second spot. Tommy still rounding out your top 3. Muhlenberg trying to get up there. And Williams, top 5. Another good run there in your Napa Auto Parts Power and Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1. Heat Race number 2 making their way onto the track right about now. Starting on the pole there for your Napa Auto Parts Power and Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2. Last time we were out here was J.C. Newell taking the win in your Napa Auto Parts Midwest Modifieds. He'll start on the pole here in this one, coming all the way from Buffalo, Missouri, in the number 83 machine. On his outside, going to be the number 39 of Blake Muhlenberg out of Sparta, Missouri. Inside row number 2, Big Daddy Mark Simon in the number 23 out of Buffalo, Missouri. On his outside, Chris Snyder in the 41S. And starting in the rear there, continuously fast here at Monett Motor Speedway, Hunter Stutzman in the 668 out of Highlandville, Missouri, starting from that 5th spot. On his outside is going to be Dean Bell out of Springfield, Missouri in the 30B. Lights are out. We're ready to get it on. J.C. Newell picks up speed as he brings it around. Gets that Allen Motorsports machine wound up and ready to go. Green flag. J.C. Newell, your leader. Mark Simon looking to get into that second spot. Going to be a side-by-side battle between Simon and the 39 of Blake Muhlenberg. Simon moves up to that second spot. Hunter Stutzman already up to 3rd. J.C. Newell out front of this thing by a whole second already. Mark Simon going to try to reel him in that J2 machine as they go down the backstretch. Stutzman at 3rd. Maybe problems on Simon. They're side by side now coming off of turn number 4. Good battle for second there. Mark Simon on the top side with the advantage. She'll hold on to that second spot. Stutzman in 3rd. Blake Muhlenberg rounding out your top 4. J.C. Newell in the 83 machine dominating here in your Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2. carrying that left front all the way down the backstretch, sets it down for just a second. And right back into it as he makes his way down the front stretch. We're going to be just past your halfway point. Good battle for second there. Mark Simon on the top side, Hunter Stutzman on the bottom. Simon doing oh so well on that top side, able to hold the advantage over Stutzman trying to run the bottom there. Dean Bell coming out of turn number 4, right behind him. Your leader, the 83, and J.C. Newell taking the white flag there in your J&M Pellet Company heat race. Number 2, your Napa Auto Parts POWRi Midwest Modified. Newell going through 3 and 4. Big O lead, 4-second lead over the 23 of Mark Simon, and he'll take the Wesco Home Furnishings checkered flag there. J.C. Newell in the 83, you're going to be your winner. Mark Simon going to finish 3rd. Hunter Stutzman in the 668 going to finish 4th. Chris Snyder and Blake Muhlenberg rounding out your top 5. There he goes, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the 83 of J.C. Newell, taking home the win by 4.354 seconds over the 23 of Mark Simon. Hunter Stutzman finishing in that 3rd spot. Chris Snyder 4th, and Blake Muhlenberg falling back to that 5th position. That'll do it for our Napa Auto Parts POWRi Midwest Modifieds. All right, POWRi Pure Socks making their way onto the track now. Heat race number 1 is going to start on the pole. It's going to be Dylan Bowman out of Purdy, Missouri in the number 69 on his outside. Miss Carla Lampy in the number 7 coming all the way from Fair Grove. Inside row number 2 is going to be Carson. I can't say that last name there. Carson G out of Urbana, Missouri in the number 21 on his outside. Jared Stick in the 7X. Inside row number 3 is going to be Brad Oss out of Monett, Missouri in the number 72 on his outside. Alan Thompson in the 70. Old familiar wagon there. And starting in the rear, they're going to be the 23R, Jeff Reed out of Springfield, Missouri. Dylan Bowman, Carla Lampy on your front row, bringing her around, looking for that green flag, brought to you by Freedom Bank. Green flag, here we go. Carla Lampy on the outside, going to take the lead right off the bat. Dylan Bowman falls back to that 2nd spot. He's got the 21 machine of Carson Kroninger on his outside. Good battle there for the 2nd spot. Carla Lampy way out front. '21 machine up to that 2nd spot. 69 and Dylan Bowman in 3rd. Brad Austin 4th. Carla Lampy coming to lead lap number 3 here. Lampy way out front. Almost a whole straightaway over the 21 machine of Carson Kroninger. Dylan Bowman trying his best there in 3rd. Brad Oss looking at the way bottom side as we're halfway through your POWRi Pure Stock heat race number 1. Dylan Bowman all over the backside of Kroninger as they make their way through 1 and 2. Down the back stretch, Carla Lampy, again, a whole straightaway lead. Coming to lap number 5, 3 to go. Dylan Bowman looking to the bottom side of Kroninger as they go through 1 and 2 once again. '23 of Jeff Reed looking to the bottom side of Ost. Gonna be the white flag next time by. Bowman again looking to the inside of Croniger in that 21 machine as they make their way down the backstretch. White flag coming out for your leader, Carla Lampe, in that number 7 machine, way out front of this thing. Meanwhile, they're side by side behind them. Carla Lampe looking very dominant here. She takes the Wesco home for racing checkered flag here in POWRi Pure Stock Heat Race number 1. Croniger coming in second. Dylan Bowman third. Jeff Reed in the 23R coming in fourth. And Brad Oss rounding out your top 5. Carla Lampe in the number 7 machine taking home the win there. Croniger in the 21 coming in second. Dylan Bowman rounding out your top 3. Jeff Reed finishing fourth. And the number 72 machine of Brad Oss rounding out your top 5 there. All right, POWRi Pure Stock Heat Race number 2. We're getting ready to make their way onto the track now. Starting on the pole here, Heat Race number 2, going to be the number 15 of Tanner Foster. 2 wins in a row, trying to make it 3 here, coming all the way from Spokane, Missouri. Sean Coates, at number 34, out of Chapel, Missouri, going to start on his outside. Mark Simon, number 23, out of Buffalo, Missouri, going to start inside run number 2. On his outside, number 22, R of Colby Rathbone, coming from Springfield. Lenny Coates in the 134, starting inside row number 3 out of Joplin, Missouri, on his outside. Second place in points this year, Dale Sinners, the number 25, out of Cassville, Missouri. And starting in the rear there, Robbie Bratton in the number 11, out of Purdy, Missouri. Lights are out. Tanner Foster brings them through 3 and 4. Green flag being brought to you by Freedom Bank. Tanner Foster, Sean Coates, Mark Simon, your top 3 as they make their way down the backstretch. Problems on the 25 machine. He'll fall straight to the back. Tanner Foster going to be your leader here on lap number 1. Foster out front by 0.6 of a second over the 23 of Mark Simon. Simon trying to reel him in here. Foster, Simon, Coates, your top 3. Robbie Bratton, your only super stock tonight. Sean Coates way loose coming off of turn number 2. He'll lose a lot of ground for it, and he'll take it to the bottom. Three-way battle for the lead, 2-way battle for the lead. It'll be Mark Simon and Tanner Foster. Foster, your current leader. Robbie Bratton just out there. Tanner Foster in the 15 machine, your current leader. Robbie Bratton, super stock. Pay no mind to him. He's just turning some laps here. So Tanner Foster, your current leader. Mark Simon in that second spot. Colby Rathbone gets passed by Dale Sinners there on that last lap. To go here, going to be the white flag next time on. Tanner Foster, your current leader out here. Mark Simon trying to reel him in as they make their way down the backstretch here. Foster out front of Mark Simon by 0.8 of a second. Dale Centers must have got things worked out. You see, he gets around Colby Rathbone. He's in that third spot. Tanner Foster taking the win. Mark Simon coming in second there. Dale Centers finishing third. Colby Rathbone and Sean Coates rounding out your top 5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Bratton looked very fast on the number 11, but he was just tagging along the back. Your winner, the number 15 of Tanner Foster. Mark Simon coming in that second spot there. The number 23 machine. Dale Centers getting things worked back in. He'll finish third. Colby Rathbone, the 22R, finishing fourth. And Sean Coates rounding out your top 5. Again, the number 11 of Robbie Bratton, normally a super stock. We're letting him run with the pure stocks there, so not being counted, but he'll get paid. Tanner Foster in the 15, your winner there. All right, now it's time for some pure stock action. Bombers, rather. Man, I keep messing that up. Just kick me out. Somebody else come do this. Just for Bombers. 4 drivers here in our Bomber division tonight. Normally we have about 10 to 15. Tonight, just the 4. Daryl Riddick gonna lead the charge here out of Aurora, Missouri, number 29 on his outside. Robert Dalton, normally a Hornet. Only had one Hornet show up tonight. Larry Jordan in the number 9 out of Joplin, Missouri. Going to start inside row number 2. On his outside is going to be Evan Clark running the 82X machine. So Riddick and Dalton row number 1. Jordan and Clark row number 2. Lights are out. We're ready to get it on. 8 laps still going to be the distance here. Just kidding. 6. Green flag. Here we go. Daryl Riddick out to a quick lead there. Robert Dalton gets that little thing wound up. Now he's got a good run going down the backstretch. He'll hold on to second. Evan Clark on his underside. Puts a nose out there, taking that second spot away. They're nose to nose as they go down the backstretch. Robert Dalton holding on for that second spot that time by, but gets passed by Evan Clark through 1 and 2. Daryl Riddick had a 1.84 second lead last time by. He'll extend it out to 2.365 over Evan Clark. Robert Dalton falling back to that third spot. And Larry Jordan running fourth. Halfway through your Bomber heat race. Daryl Riddick in the number 29 machine is your current leader. Evan Clark in that second spot. Robert Dalton rounding out your top 3.
'29 of Daryl Riddick out front, followed by the 82 of Evan Clark and the 114 of Robert Dalton as they take the white flag. Daryl Riddick has kind of a strong hold on this heat race. As they come to the checkered flag, give it up for the 29 of Daryl Riddick, followed by the 82X of Evan Clark, followed by the 24B of Robert Dalton. And to round out the top 4, Larry Jordan. Here come your legend cars. Let me get your lineup for you guys this evening. Starting on the pole, it'll be the... Starting on the pole, it'll be the 55 of Kenny Foster. To his outside, the 83 of Kaylee Smith. In the second row, starting inside, it'll be the 00 of Smoke Metcalf. To his outside, in the yellow and black 27, that'll be Trent Robbins. And starting in the third row in the fifth position, it'll be the 28 of Bronson Hawkins. And to his outside, David Sappentine.
Thank you, Mr. Ogle, for covering me there for just a second. Again, 8 laps of the distance here in your INX Legends Heat Race number 1. Foster and Smith on the front row, ready to get this started. Green flag, here we go. Smith breaks off way wide, falls back to the rear of the field there. Kenny Foster on the 55 machine, gonna be out front there. 27 of Trent Robinson, up to that second spot. Smoke Metcalf in third. Foster, Robinson, Metcalf, your top 3. Bronson Hawkins in the number 28 machine in that 4th spot, and David Sappington in 5th. Robinson trying to narrow the gap there. Looking at the top side of Kenny Foster. Bronson Hawkins gets a little bit wild there in 3 and 4. Robinson trying to get a run off that top side as you see the dirt fly out the rear. Robinson running way high, trying to find some grip up top. Caution coming out here is Bronson Hawkins. That'll be your first Joplin lock and key. Caution. Joplin lock and key not getting much talks tonight. That is your first caution here of the night. Brought to you by Joplin Lock and Key. Bronson Hawkins spinning there between turns 3 and 4. Pretty good race here in our INX Legends Heat Race number 1. 3 laps in the books, 5 to go. Kenny Foster, your current leader. Trent Robinson trying to run that top line. Robinson looking to go the bottom line here after running the top line the whole race. That'll put Smoke Metcalf up there on the top. Sappington and Smith going to be your row number 3. Bronson Hawkins going to tag the back. Hey, if we're going green, he needs to shut the lights off. Oh, yeah. Not sure if Hawkins is just waiting for the field to come up or if he's having trouble there. Nothing obvious, is there, Tombo? Well, he does not get it going back after the field passes him here, so we'll see if we need to give him a little push to the back or if he's just stuck. Says, yeah, you got all 4 tires on it. Go ahead and keep her driving. I smell something up here. And it's not just my workmate, Jeff Ogle. Well, now would be a good time to mention a couple of our sponsors here. Stanfield Sanitation, we already gave them a shout out. Grand Tire, located Highway 37 in Pierce City, Jefferson Avenue in Aurora, Old Highway 37 in Cassville, and 20th Street in Joplin. Big thank you to Lance Matlock, your local Berry County, Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. Also, big thank you to Reliable Welding. Our man Steve Johnson hooked us up with a good flag stand last year. So we appreciate him very, very much. If you need anything welded or fixed, give him a call, 417-439-3855. Also, big thank you to Quick Draw Gun, located right down the street here at 601 South Kyler, your full-service gun shop. Also does custom engraving on tumblers, firearms, and other items that you need engraved. We shouted out Wesco Home Furnishings already. Knapp Auto Parts, again, thank them for sponsoring our Power Eye Midwest Modified sponsorships here. Big thank you to Flying Bee Power Washing. If you need anything power wash, give my man Caleb a call. 417-342-6199. They helped get us all started before the season. Everything's all cleaned up. Big thank you to Looney Underground helping us this year also. We have Pin Max Staffing. Pin Mac connects talented job seekers with excellent employers in the Monett area. They offer a 100% free help for finding a job, and they're an equal opportunity employer. They're 100% employee owned. Big thank you to Ozark Fiber again for sponsoring our Restart Zone, official sponsor of our Restart Zone. They're a fiber to home internet service provider based out of Missouri. They understand the importance of customer experience and prides themselves on being an integral part of each community it serves. Dial 866-696-9275 to connect or visit their website at www.ozarkfiber.com. Huge thank you to Giggles and Grace. They understand that you're a loving and caring parent who wants nothing but the best for your child. They know how important it is for you to find a daycare and a preschool that not only meets your child's needs, but also fills their heart with confidence and peace. Now, with 3 locations here in Monett, you can rest assured that your child will receive the love and personalized teaching that they deserve. Giggles and Grace is currently enrolling in all ages. Big thank you to Jordy's Lawn Care, LLC, for hopping on with us this year. Hate to see Bronson go out on the hook, but it looks like Thomas Towen's got them all ready to go. We're going to go lights out and go back to green flag racing here. We got 3 down, 5 to go. As we crawl towards intermission here, we hit our first Joplin lock and key caution of the night. And it is a lengthy one, but we are moving along at a fast pace here. We got Kenny Foster out front of this Delaware double file restart. Trent Robinson and Smoke Metcalf right behind him here. Robinson better hit that loud pedal as they make their way through 3 and 4. Green flag, here we go. Robinson looking to the bottom side of Kenny Foster here as they make their way through 1 and 2. He's got a good run off the bottom of 2. They're going to be almost neck and neck. Kenny Foster just so fast down them back stretches. Robinson will fall back to that second spot. Foster, Robinson, Metcalf, your top 3. Kaylee Smith up to 4th, getting around David Sappington. Side by side, down the backstretch they go. Robinson on the bottom side had the lead for just a second, but it's only important up here. Side by side, they come off of 4. Who's going to have it? Looks like Robinson by a nose. Just 5/1000ths of a second between the 2. Kenny Foster moves back to that second spot, but he's not going anywhere just yet. He's on that top side, fighting back. Trent Robinson on the bottom side. Smoke Metcalf falls back just a little bit. He's the 2.5 back from this battle. Meanwhile, out front, we got 2 to go. Kenny Foster, your current leader. Trent Robinson doing all they can from that bottom side, trying to get the lead back from Kenny Foster as they make their way down the backstretch, trying to catch up to his back bumper here. Gonna see the white flag this time by from Trent Robinson slips up just a little bit. Kenny Foster out front by 0.2 of a second. Door to door they go down the backstretch. Trent Robinson with just a little bit of an advantage. Side by side through 3 and 4. Kenny Foster on the top side. Trent Robinson on the bottom. Who's going to have it? Good run off the bottom for Robinson. Who's it going to be? Kenny Foster with the win by 5/100ths of a second. I got goosebumps up here. What a race coming out of our INEX Legends. I cannot wait for the feature. 55 machine of Kenny Foster taking the win by 5/100ths of a second over the 27 of Trent Robinson. Smoke Metcalf coming in that 3rd spot. Kaylee Smith rounding out your top 4. David Sappington in that 5th spot. And Bronson Hawkins going out early on the hook. Again, a good race there from your top 2. Kenny Foster taking the win. Trent Robinson in that 2nd spot. Heat race number 2 getting ready to make their way onto the track now. Starting on the pole out of Galena, Kansas is going to be the 01X of Mike Gilbert on his outside. Number 38 of Dave Smith out of Rogers. Chance Gilbert going to start inside row number 2 on his outside. 41 of Peyton Powell coming out of Wheaton, Missouri. And on the rear is going to be Davin Lawson out of Rogersville, Missouri. And Corbin, I didn't catch Corbin Boucher in the 0 machine. Sorry, thank you. Was having computer problems, and Tombo coming clutch for me there. Smith and Gilbert hit that lap pedal, green flag, here we go. 01X of Mike Gilbert gonna be your leader immediately coming out of turn number 1 and 2. Then behind him, Chance Gilbert falls in line for that 2nd spot. And I believe the 38 of Dave Smith running 4th right now. Side by side battle for the lead as they make their way down the backstretch. Chance Gilbert going to try to take it from the bottom. Mike Gilbert on the top side. Chance Gilbert, multiple time winner here this year. Chance Gilbert going to have a half-second lead over the 01X of Mike Gilbert as they make their way through 1 and 2. 3-car battle for that 3rd spot. Dave Smith winning that battle right now. Peyton Powell right behind him. Davin Lawson in that 5th spot. Chance Gilbert in the 01. Still out front here. 01X Mike Gilbert right behind him. 0.69 was the distance last time. He extends it out another 100 per second. Both cars running their fastest lap, and not a whole lot of difference between the two. Chance Gilbert running at 20.104. Mike Gilbert running at 20.180. Dave Smith, Peyton Powell, and Davin Lawson, all 3 getting faster as the race goes on. Good run from that rear car there. Davin Lawson trying to take the position away from Peyton Powell, and he does. Davin Lawson up to that 4th spot here. Gonna try to make it 2 for 1, looking to get around Dave Smith on that top side. Smith holding on. Good run for Davin Lawson. Running away high. Peyton Powell going to try to take that spot away. Peyton Powell now going to challenge for that 3rd spot. Meanwhile, out front, white flag coming out for the 01 of Chance Gilbert. Mike Gilbert following him right there. Back to this 3-car battle for 3rd. Quite a few distance between your 1st and 2nd car there. Chance Gilbert taking the West Cajon Furnishings checkered flag there. You see him coming off of turn number 3, 4. Who's it gonna be? Peyton Powell able to retain that 3rd spot there from Davin Lawson. Davin will finish in that 4th spot. Dave Smith falls back to 5th, and Corbin Boucher finishes up there in the 0 machine. Chance Gilbert in the 01 machine taking home the win there. 1.5 seconds over the OX of Mike Gilbert. Peyton Powell finishing 3rd, Davin Lawson finishing 4th, and Dave Smith rounding out your top 5. One more heat race before we head off to intermission. And it's going to be a good one. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 72 out of Wheaton, Missouri, of Evan Powell. On his outside, multiple-time winner here this year again, Phil Berkebile Jr. in the number 57 out of Seneca, Missouri. Jordan Myers in the number 68 out of Battlefield, Missouri, going to start in that 3rd spot. Billy Smith in the 76S on his outside out of Rogersville, Arkansas. And starting in the rear there, Brad Smith in the number 70. Looks like we're missing one of them. Your pole sitter, Evan Pyle, in the number 72. So lights are out. We're ready to get it on. 4 cars starting. Your INX Legends Heat Race number 3 here. Did it. Hey, if you joined us tonight on Facebook, we appreciate you for hanging out. Remember, I believe we're going to be at High Five Sports Bar and Grill tomorrow for the replay. We appreciate them for getting that done for us. Berkebile bringing them around at 3 and 4. Ready to get it on. Green flag, here we go. Problems on the number 70 machine. That may be a no start. There he finds the gear. Tough break for that 70. He'll be hoping for a caution here. Berkebile, meanwhile, out front in the 57 machine, going to lead lap number 1. 76 of Billy Smith in that 2nd spot. Jordan Myers rounding out your top 3. Billy Smith starting to catch up to Berkebile Jr. as they make their way off turn number 4. Again, a big thank you to J&M Pallet Company, sponsoring all these hot laps and heat races. We appreciate them very much. Billy Smith really starting to close the gap through 3 and 4 as they come to lap number 3 here. Berkebile out front by 0.4 of a second. Smith closing that gap every lap. 70 if Brad Smith takes it to the inside. He'll drop out. Good close battle for the lead here. Berkebile Jr., Billy Smith. Five laps in the books, 3 to go here for Phil Berkebile Jr. Billy Smith right behind him. Number 70 machine of Brad Smith gets her back going again. Smith looking to the bottom side of Phil Berkebile Jr. as they made their way off of 4 here. Gonna be the white flag next time by. If Smith can stay in it just a little bit longer, maybe poke his nose down to the bottom side, he'll have something going here. White flag coming out for your leader, Phil Berkebile Jr. They head off into 1 and 2. Smith taking my advice, looking to the inside. Phil Berkebile Jr. shuts the door on him and they make their way down the backstretch. Smith loses a lot of momentum for it. Oh! If you're not cheating, you're not trying. There you go, my friend. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. taking the Wesco Home Furnishings checkered flag there. Billy Smith finishing second. And Jordan Myers finishing third. Brad Smith finishing 3 laps down in fourth. And that will take us to our intermission here. We're going to take a short break, get you a cheeseburger, hamburger, hot dog, stretch your legs, use the restroom, and we'll get into racing pretty quick. Since Comer and Chisholm, row number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Comer sends them off, watch out! We got a car shifting to the back there. Comer going to be your leader. Casey Harris already up to that second spot, but he's already got one fighting on the inside. Lap number 1 in the books. Justin Comer, your leader. Casey Harris in that second spot. Mitch Keeter up to third, but he's got Chisholm to fight on the bottom side. Chisholm falls back to that 4th spot. We got him way high coming out of turns 3 and 4. Comer, Harris, Keeter, your top 3 here on lap number 2 of 15. Mitch Keeter moves up to that 3rd spot. Scott Chisholm in the number 8. Currently sitting in that 4th spot. Big battle on the track is going to be Chet Buckley and Matt Thompson. That's going to be a battle for 5th. Watch out, Casey Harris catches the berm there coming out of 2. He'll lose a lot of ground there. There's Justin Comer. Comer still your leader here, coming to lap number 4. Whoa, watch out. Scott Chisholm hits straight into the wall. 18 follows him. Chisholm will drop out after smacking the wall there in turn number 4. Justin Comer still your leader here. Hopefully Chisholm can make it off the track safely. Justin Comer off of this thing. Casey Harris got his hands full as he's got Mitch Keeter right behind him. Top 3 broke away. 3 seconds the distance between 3rd and 4th. Top 3 starting to homogenize, all come together there. Down the backstretch they go. Comer, Harris, Keeter. Everybody gets way closer coming out of turn number 4. Chet Buckley in that 1 machine, sitting in 4th. Harris taking a look to the bottom side of Comer as they come off of 2. He'll tuck her right back in. Coming to your halfway point here on your David & Sons USA B Modified A feature. Harris going to take another look to the bottom side. Keeter looking to the inside of Harris. Harris shuts the door on him. Keeter with a good run, shoots into 3. Still Comer, Harris, Keeter, your top 3. Just 1 second the distance between all 3 cars. Keeter taking a look to the bottom side of Harris. Tucks her right back in. Harris trying to go from the prey to predator. They're side by side. Harris still credited with this 2nd place. He'll back off. Keeter goes up to 2nd. Harris will fall back to 3rd. Mitch Keeter now got Justin Comer in his sights. Harris falls back a 2nd. Watch out, challenge for the lead going through 1 and 2. Keeter pokes it in. Justin Comer on the top side, Keeter on the bottom side. Here they come off of 4. This is for the lead. Comer almost hits the wall. Mitch Keeter, your new leader here. Comer moves back to that 2nd spot. Harris gonna try to take that away from him. Mitch Keeter already huge lead here as Harris and Comer fight for 2nd. Mitch Keeter in the 52 already out by 2 seconds. over Justin Comer. Harris with a good run off the bottom side. They're side by side going down the backstretch. White flag coming out for your leader one more time around for Mitch Keeter. Justin Comer hangs on for another lap here on that second spot. Harris going to try again from the bottom. Comer with the advantage on that top side. Meanwhile, out front, here he comes off of 4, ladies and gentlemen. Taking the lead on lap 11, Mitch Keeter with the win there. Justin Comer coming in second. Casey Harris finishing third. Chet Buckley in the one machine finishing fourth. And Daniel Anders able to hold on for a top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the 52 of Mitch Keeter. Mitch Keeter taking the win here in your David & Sons USA B Modified AA feature. Justin Comer hanging on to that second spot. Casey Harris did everything he can to try to get around him. He'll finish third. Chet Buckley in the one machine finishing fourth. And Daniel Anders rounding out your top 5. Congratulations to Mitch Keeter in the 52. Hard-fought victory there. Pole for your late model A feature going to be Tyler Kai Kendall in the number 15T. On his outside, Sean Duncan in the D7. Joey Smith in the 3, going to start inside to row number 2. On his outside is going to be the 28 of Jim Greenway. 26P of Glenn Powell starting inside row number 3. On his outside, the number 41 of Matt Menzie. Andy Brandt's going to start the 49 inside row number 4. On his outside, Jeremy Steele in the 79. Quarter J of Jack Snurdle starting inside row number 5 from the 9th spot. On his outside, Steve Steele in the 87. 21P of Darren Phillips going to start from the 11th spot. On his outside, Ryan Johnson in the number 7. Inside row number 7, the 149 of J.R. Rowland. On his outside, Josh Dogan in the 93D. Shannon Phillips and Jerry Hawkins going to start side by side in row number 8. And Blake Steele and Dustin Mooneyham in row number 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as they make their way around the front stretch here, we're working on getting them in a missing man formation in honor of racer Rex McCroskey. If you would please stand, we're going to show our respects to racer Rex McCroskey as the crowd makes their way around here. Missing man formation for Rex McCroskey right here. You will be missed, sir. Thank you, race fans. Who's ready for some late model racing action right here at Monett Motor Speedway? Ready to get on wheel to wheel, door to door. Here they come through 3 and 4. Let's get ready to rumble! Tyler Kai Kendall looking fast already. Here's our Tyler Kai Kendall coming around the lead lap number 1. Watch out, Matt Menzie already off the track there in turn number 4. Tyler Kai Kendall, your leader over the 3 of Joey Smith. Joey Smith makes his way down the backstretch. Kai Kendall already with over a second lead here. Kai Kendall, Smith, Duncan, your top 3, Greenway, Powell. Your top 5, Jackson Riddle makes his way into the top 5 as he makes his way around. Problems on that 26 machine of Glenn Powell. He'll fall back to the 7th spot. 3 laps in the books of 20 here. Tyler Kai Kendall, your leader, Joe Smith, caution coming out here. Watch out, we got him spun. Caution coming out for the 82 of Blake Steele, spinning there out of turn number 2. 3 laps in the books here in your late model. Tyler Kai Kendall going to be hard to beat in this one. Already had a 2.5 second lead. Joey Smith in the 3 machine in that 3rd spot. Sean Duncan up to 3rd. Jim Greenway in that 4th spot. Jackson Earl up to your top 5. Three machine of Smith electing to go to that top side. That's going to put Duncan on the bottom. We'll give them one more time around here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who's ready to feel that pound in their chest once again? Tyler Kai Kendall going to bring them around 3 and 4, ready for the restart. Green flag, here we go. Caution coming out here. Problems on the 149 machine as they get them stacked up. We'll get them lined up once again. A lot of bottlenecking there. A couple cars turned around. Shannon Phillips that loses a ton of position on that restart. Phillips gets tucked back in. Lights are out, we're ready to go again. Tyler Kuykendall brings them around 3 and 4. Hits that skinny pedal, we're back to racing. Watch out, Johnson shot out of a rocket. Already up to that 4th spot. Kuykendall out front of this thing over Joey Smith. Smoke still sitting in that 3rd spot, 2nd spot. Kuykendall still your leader here, set 8 laps in the books. Joey Smith in that 3 machine starting to narrow the gap there. He's 1.651 behind. Sean Duncan in 3rd. Shannon Phillips going to go a lap down here. Kuykendall riding that top line. Woo, almost 3 wide here. Joey Smith in that 3 starting to catch a little bit. Tyler Kuykendall, Joey Smith, Andy Bryant up to 3rd now. Sean Duncan falls back to 4th. Ryan Johnson on the 7 machine falls back to 5th. Leader really is trying to get around lap traffic. Just going to let the 3 of Joey Smith, your leader, up into the wall. Your new leader, the number 3 of Joey Smith. Lap traffic definitely a factor here. Matt Menzie in the 41 costing Tyler Kuykendall the lead. Kuykendall going to try to reel him back in here. He'll have to deal with the same lap traffic. Joey Smith a half a second lead that last time by. Tyler Kuykendall right back there. Andy Bryant that 3rd spot trying to get close to those guys. Whoa, we got him spinning there. Right in front of the leader. Oh, and they're stacking up. It's a parking lot. My goodness, they're dropping lock and key caution. You got a replay of that one, Tombo? Joey Smith did not want to see that caution. There's our Midwest Sheet Metals replay. Shows an excellent battle for 4th. And they're bottlenecking up on this side, too. Didn't even see anything on this side. Saw everything down here in turns 3 and 4. Joey Smith in the 3 machine, your current leader. Tyler Kuykendall in that 2nd spot. Andy Bryant is running 3rd. He still is. Sean Duncan in 4th. Ryan Johnson 5th. A lot to look at on our replays there. They were all going in different directions all over the place. Back to racing action we go. Joey Smith out front of your Delaware double file restart. Tyler Kindle in the 15T. Looking to that bottom side is going to be Andy Brand on that top side of the number 49 machine. Sean Duncan, that inside row number 3 there. Quarter J of Jackson Ertl on his outside. Glenn Powell. Sean Duncan with the helmet off. I'll take that as an indicator we're moving on without him. Tough break for Sean Duncan. Round of applause for this D7 machine. Lights are out. 13 down, 7 to go. Joey Smith in the 3 machine, gonna be your leader here. Seven to go here in your Dirt Car Late Model A feature. Green flag, here we go. Everybody shoots it off. Joey Smith still your leader. Tyler Kindle, Andy Bryant gets squeezed off at the wall. Andy Bryant looking at the bottom side. Sean Duncan gets around Bryant. He'll try to take away that second spot from Kindle. Down the backstretch they go. Man, Duncan in that 7D, just fast as could be. Ryan Johnson, rather. Duncan went out. Good look. Looked like it was going to be 3 wide coming out of 2. Andy Bryant fighting. Joey Smith out to a good lead here. 1.6 seconds. Ryan Johnson running his fastest lap that last time by. Andy Bryant going to try to track him down. Tyler Kuykendall pulls off to the top of turn number 4. That will bring out the caution. Hate to see that from your pole sitter, Tyler Kuykendall. Flat tire on the 15 machine. He'll go back to hot pit. Try to get her fixed in time. Nine late models left. Going to be a single file restart. $17 down, 3 to go. Joey Smith, your current leader. Ryan Johnson in that second spot. Andy Bryant third. Jackson Earl up to fourth. Glenn Powell in fifth. All right, Tyler Kuykendall able to make it back. He'll start at the rear of the field, have to make his way back through. Joey Smith takes him down the backstretch. Lights are out, ready to get it on one final time. Smith hits that lap pedal. Here we go. Joey Smith, your leader. Andy Bryant off the top side, looking to try to get around Ryan Johnson. Andy Bryant all the way at the top side. Good run off the top of 2. Ryan Johnson advantage on the bottom. Joey Smith in the 3 machine still out front. White flag for your leader. Joey Smith takes her down the backstretch. Ryan Johnson falls back just further and further. Coming off of turn number 3 and 4, the 3-car wins again. Joey Smith. Joey Smith taking the win there. Ladies and gentlemen, as he comes off of turn number 4, give it up for the 3 of Joey Smith. Ryan Johnson in the 7J coming in that second spot. Glenn Powell in the 26P. Andy Bryant, rather, finishing third. Quarter Machine finishing fourth. And Andy Powell rounding out your top five. Glenn Powell, rather. Ladies and gentlemen, time for your Napa Auto Parts POWRi Midwest Modified A feature. Starting on the pole is going to be the 5D of Dustin Dennison on his outside, the 83 of J.C. Newell. Inside row number 2, the 929 of Garrett Thompson on his outside, Mark Simon in the 23. Inside row number 3, starting for that 5 spot, going to be Tommy Steele in the number 42 on his outside, the 668 of Hunter Stutzman. Inside row number 4, the number 33 of Steve Muehlberg on his outside, Blake Muehlberg in the 39. Starting inside row number 5, the number 27 of Terry Williams on his outside, Chris Snyder in the 41S. From the 11th spot is going to be the 276 of Michael Hammond on his outside, 30B of Dean Bell. And from the rear there, the 55 of Keegan Keel. Well, thank you, Thomas. Lights are out. We're ready to get it on. 15 laps the distance here in your Napa Auto Parts POWRi Midwest Modified A feature. Coming out of turn number 4, green flag, here we go. Dustin Dennison on the pole. Three wide coming off of turn number 4. That's going to be for that 3rd spot. Thompson falls back to 5th out of all that. Watch out, we got Blake Muehlberg. Nobody making contact. That was great driving from our Midwest Modified drivers. .33 is Steve Muehlberg spinning in front of the field. Everybody avoids contact. We'll get them all lined back up here. Dustin Dennison, your leader, J.C. Newell on his outside. Dustin Dennison looking to get his 2nd win of the year here at Monett Motor Speedway. J.C. Newell looking to make it 2 in a row. The lights are out. We're ready to get it on. Green flag, here we go. J.C. Newell with a much better restart here. Dustin Dennison on his inside. We stay side by side. Mark Simon looking to make it a 3-car battle for the lead here. Oh, watch out. We got a loose wheel. Another chop on lock and key. Caution coming out. This time going to be a red flag. 668. Hunter Stutzman makes heavy contact with the front stretch. We'll see if we can see on the replay exactly how that played out. Looks like Tommy Steele was on the bottom side, came way high, made contact. Caution coming out after the 42 machine and the 668 of Tommy Steele and Hunter Stutzman. Come on, Toyota truck. You ruined the shot. Again, one more time looking at the caution here. The 42 of Steele just gets way high coming out of turn number 4. Hunter Stutzman with nowhere to go, loses a wheel. Tommy Steele in the 42 able to continue on, running in that 5th spot. Stutzman was making his way from the 7th spot up to 5th before the caution. Dustin Dennison, your current leader. We got one lap in the books here in your Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified A feature. Mark Simon up to that 2nd spot. Garrett Thompson 3rd. Correction, J.C. Newell, your leader, for some reason not showing up right in my race pass here. Lights are out, we're ready to get it on again. J.C. Newell out front, trying to make it 2 in a row. J.C. Newell brings them through 3 and 4. Hits that lap pedal there in our Ozark Fiber restart zone. Green flag, here we go. Newell all by his lonesome. Mark Simon up to that 2nd spot. Losing some ground. Dustin Dennison on his inside. Thompson looking to fall Dennison on the bottom side. Watch out, Justin, this and Mark Simon get together coming down the front stretch. A lot of bumping and banging here in your Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified A feature. Simon up to that 2nd spot. Thompson looking to get around Dennison. Dennison way high. He'll lose some spoiler for it. He'll move back to that 4th spot. J.C. Newell out front here. J.C. Newell, still your leader there. Mark Simon in that 2nd spot. Garrett Thompson in 3rd. Dustin Dennison. Tommy Steele rounding out your top 5. Stephen Blake Muhlenberg still side by side there in row number 4. Terry Williams. And Dean Bell side by side there in row number 5. Lights are out. We're ready to get it on. Newell brings them off 3 and 4. Hits that loud pedal. Here we go. Dean Bell just having a ton of trouble here. He'll fall back a couple more spots behind the Muhlenbergs. J.C. Newell out front here. Caution coming out. Caution coming out once again for the 55 machine of Keegan Keel. Lights are out. Gonna do a single file restart here. JC Newell, your leader. Green flag, here we go. Tommy Steele pulling to the outside there. To get passed by Steve Muhlenberg, tries to look back around him. J.C. Newell going to be your leader here. Garrett Thompson up to that second spot. That's not sure. Mark Simon is in second. My race pass is giving us some difficulties here. Caution. Caution coming out on the track once again. J.C. Newell still out front there. Mark Simon in that second spot. Thompson up to third. Dean Bell right behind him. Steve Muhlenberg rounding out your top 5. Lights are out. Looks like it's going to be 5 to go here in your Napa Auto Parts Power Item Midwest Modifieds. J.C. Newell out front. Newell brings him down the backstretch. Mark Simon right behind him. Thompson in third. Green flag, here we go. Newell with a good run down on that bottoms. Mark Simon trying to run the top there. Thompson to the bottom side of Simon as they make their way down the backstretch. Muhlenberg and Bell side by side for fourth. Couple good races going on. Don't know which way to look. Guess we'll look at the battle for fourth there. Muhlenberg, Bell, and Tommy Steele all fighting for that fourth spot. Blake Muhlenberg looking to get in that mix as well. White flag coming out for your leader, J.C. Newell here. 27 of Trent Robinson pulls off the track. I can't tell if he has his back wheel on. He does. J.C. Newell comes through 3 and 4. Mark Simon away high. Thompson gonna try to steal that second spot away. Not gonna be able to get her done. What a wild and crazy race. J.C. Newell taking the win there in your 83 machine. Mark Simon coming in that second spot. Garrett Thompson finishing third. Steve Muhlenberg fourth. And Tommy Steele rounding out your top 5. Again, J.C. Newell in the 83, making it 2 in a row here at Monett Motor Speedway. Time for your Power Pure Stock A feature. Starting on the pole, going to be the number 11 of Robbie Bratton. On his outside, the number 7 of Carla Lampe. Inside row number 2 is going to be Tanner Foster, number 15 on his outside. The 21 of Carson Groninger. Mark Simon in the number 23 going to have to hurry up and climb in his car. He'll start inside row number 3 on his outside. Dale Centers, the number 25. Jeff Reed in the 23R going to start inside row number 4 on his outside. The number 69 at Dylan Bowman. Colby Rathbone in the 22R going to start inside row number 5 on his outside. Going to be Lenny Coates in the number 34 machine. Lenny blowing up in the 134 machine. Sean Coates letting him use his machine there. Brad Oss going to start the 72 machine in that 11 spot on his outside. Alan Thompson in the number 70. And in the rear there, the 7X of Jared Stick. 34 of Lenny Coates going to start in the rear there. All right, we got half price on our food down in the concession stands. Go down and visit the Pit Stop Grill. Half price on all your food. That is at the Pit Shack only. All right. All right, Mark Simon climbing in his 23 machine there. He'll be inside row number 3, inside Dale Centers. We're ready to get it on. Bratton and Lampy on the front row. Remember, Robbie Bratton is a super stock. He does not count in this race. Here we come off a 4 green flag. We'll call him the pace car. Robbie Bratton in your pace car out front. Meanwhile, Carla Lampy and Tanner Foster fighting for that number 1 spot. Tanner Foster looking to the inside. Barely got a nose on the Lampy machine. Mark Simon up to 3rd. Jeff Reed right behind him in the number 23. Tanner Foster, Carlo Lampy, Mark Simon, your top 3 here. You see about a 1 second difference between your pace car, number 11 of Robbie Bratton and Tanner Foster. Foster running a 20.180, Robbie Bratton running a 19.107. Tanner Foster, your current leader. Carl Lampy in that 2nd spot. Jeff Reed able to get around Mark Simon. Simon fall back to that 4th spot. Dale Centers in 5th. Colby Rathbone looking to the outside of the 21 of Carson Croniger. Still a lot of side-by-side action in the back of the field here. Lenny Coates underneath the bottom side on 70 of Alan Thompson. He gets around him, looking to the bottom side of Dylan Bowman here. Jeff Reed looking at the bottom side of Carlo Lampy. This will be for the 2nd spot. Simon having a tough time on the handling of his pure stock there. Dale Center's going to be looking to the bottom side of Simon. Simon doing a good job of warding him off. Can't tell if there's any contact there. Both drivers doing a great job of racing clean. Tanner Foster, still your leader, out front by 2.156 seconds. Carla Lampy still holding on to that 2nd spot. Jeff Reed in 3rd. Reed taking another look to the bottom side of Lampy. Lampy with the advantage on that top side. A lot of good side-by-side battles from these guys at Springfield Raceway as well. Having an awesome race here at Monett Motor Speedway. Center's trying to get around Mark Simon there, right behind them. Couple of good side-by-side battles for third or for second and fourth. Roddy Bratton starting to carve up the back of the field here. Dale Centers trying that top side, trying to get around Mark Simon there. Tanner Foster going to be coming to the white flag as he makes his way around turn number 4. Nobody to fight off. Carlo Lampe in that second spot. Dale Centers able to get around Mark Simon. Meanwhile, coming off of turn number 4, the number 15, taking the Wesco Home Furnishings checkered flag and a second win in a row. Maybe third. I'm a terrible announcer. Carlo Lampe coming in that second spot. Mark Simon third. Dale Centers able to steal away fourth. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the number 15 of Tanner Foster, taking home the win there in your Power Eye Pure Stocks. Second place going to Carlo Lampe in the 7. Jeff Reed in the 23R. Finishing third. Good battle there between Lampe and Reed. Dale Centers also having a great race with Mark Simon the whole time. That'll round out your top 5. All right. Bomber A feature all lined up. Daryl Riddick's going to be on the pole there on his outside. It's going to be the 82X of Evan Clark. Inside row number 2 is going to be the 114 of Robert Dalton on his outside. Larry Jordan in the 9. We're going to have to give these guys a couple laps here. Again, half price on all your food. If you could hear me, half price on all your food down there at the Pit Stop Grill. Daryl Riddick brings them down the backstretch. We're ready to get it on. Riddick and Clark. Green flag, here we go. Riddick and Clark. Riddick, your current leader. Clark in that second spot. Robert Dalton right there in third. Again, just like the last race, Robert Dalton in another class of his own. Hanging out there with Evan Clark. 12 laps going to be the distance in this one here in your Bomber A feature. Darrell Riddick way out front here by 0.6 of a second. Darrell Riddick still your leader. Evan Clark in that second spot. Robert Dalton and Larry Jordan rounding out your top four. Dalton with a good run off of four. Going to try to take a look at the bottom side of Clark. All over his back bumper there. Darrell Riddick still your leader here. 4 laps in the books. 1/3 of the way through your Bomber A feature. Robert Dalton with a good run down the backstretch was going to try to take a look to the bottom side of Clark. He is running way lower than Clark. Clark able to carry the momentum of that big bodied Ford around 3 and 4. Robert Dalton going to try to run that high line this time through. That'll help him run his fastest lap. Evan Clark does the same with a 22.446. Robert Dalton running a 22.517. Robert Dalton being charged with second that time by. He'll fall back though. Evan Clark in that third spot, or second spot rather. Robert Dalton trying to find an advantage, trying to get around that 82X machine of Evan Clark. Darrell Riddick still out front here. Riddick catching lap traffic of Larry Jordan in the number 9 machine. Jordan goes a lap down there. Darrell Riddick makes his way through 3 and 4. He'll be looking at the white flag this time by. One more time around for leader to the number 29 of Darrell Riddick. Riddick goes down the backstretch. Taking the checkered flag, the 29 of Darrell Riddick. Evan Clark in the 82X finishing in that second spot. Robert Dalton a close third. And Larry Jordan 1 lap down in that 4th position. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the number 29 of Darrell Riddick, taking another win here at Monett Motor Speedway. Probe wins 2 weeks in a row. Last week driven by Sam. It is time for your last feature of the night, the INX Legends. Starting on the pole is going to be the 01 of Chance Gilbert on his outside, the number 57 of Phil Berkey-Bow. Kenny Foster's going to start his 55 machine inside row number 2 on his outside. The 27 of Trent Robinson. 76X of Billy Smith going to start inside row number 3 on his outside. The 01X of Mike Gilbert. Peyton Pyle on the 41 going to start from the 7th spot on his outside. Smoke Metcalf. 68 of Jordan Myers going to start from the 9th spot on his outside. Devin Lawson in the number 8. Inside row number 6 going to be the number 70 of Brad Sims on his outside. Kaylee Smith in the 83. David Sappington and Dave Smith going to start inside and outside row number 7. That's the number 25 and the 38. Bronson Hawkins able to make it back out. He'll start inside row number 8 in that number 28 machine. On his outside, Evan Powell in the 72. And starting in the rear there, Corbin Boucher. Lights are out. "12 laps the distance here. Chance Gilbert, Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. on your front row, ready to get it on. Green flag, here we go. Oh, one a Chance Gilbert out to the quick lead. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. in that 2nd spot. Kenny Foster up to 3rd. 27 of Trent Robinson. Good battle for that 3rd spot. Going to be Trent Robinson and Kenny Foster making their way. Kenny Foster on that outside. He's gonna avoid becoming the prey. He wants to become a predator. Three wide, that number 70 machine. Going around the outside there. Lost of 72 of Peyton Pyle, rather. Starting in the rear of the field, making his way up. Chance Gilbert way out front here. 1.5 second lead over the 57 of Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. About to be a 3-car battle for that 2nd spot. Chance Gilbert out front, Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. in 2nd, Trent Robinson, Mike Gilbert, Kenny Foster, your top 5. Mike Gilbert all over the back bumper of that number 27 machine as they come off of turn number 4 there. Caution coming out here for the 00, Smoke Metcalf. Caution coming out here on lap number 5 of 12 there for the 00, Smoke Metcalf. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. elected to go to the bottom side. That's going to put Robinson on his outside. Mike Gilbert inside row number 3. Kenny Foster on his outside. Gilbert, Berkey-Bile, Robinson, Gilbert, and Foster, your top 5 here. Evan Pyle coming from the rear. He's currently sitting in that 8th spot. Seven to go here, just short of our halfway point in our INX Legends A feature. Chance Gilbert hits that loud pedal. Here we go. Down the back stretch they go. Robinson able to get around Berkey-Bile. Robinson up to that 2nd spot. Berkey-Bile falls to 3rd. Mike Gilbert. The 70 machine falls to the inside. Caution coming out here. Looks like the 68 machine of Jordan Myers. And the 0, I believe, of Corbin Boucher. I hope I'm not churching that up too much. It might be Boucher. I just seen the Water Boy one too many times, and I just know Bobby Boucher. Trent Robinson like to go to the bottom side. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. on the outside. Mike Gilbert inside. Kenny Foster outside. 72 of Evan Pyle all the way up. Eight machine of Devin Lawson up to your 6th spot. Evan Pyle on that 72 machine. Currently your biggest mover, jumping 8 spots from 16th. Currently sitting 8th. Chance Gilbert out front of this thing. Robinson and Berkey-Bile. 6 to go, halfway through, no start. Psych.
01 sets the pace out front, 27. 01 sets the pace out front.
70 stays in it. Lights are out. This should be the start here. Oh, one a Chance Gilbert. Looking to collect another trophy here at Monett Motor Speedway. Green flag, here we go. Good start for Evan Pyle using that way high side. He's going to jump all the way to 5th. Now down the 4th, we got him spinning on the infield. That's going to be the number 8 machine. Man, that was
This is a single file restart.
gonna be a single file restart here.
Drivers
Still 6 laps in the books.
70, back it up. It is a single file restart. Right there, 70. Right behind the 83. 28, let the 70 in. Right there is your lineup, drivers. Keep it single file. You're going green out of turn 4. Green out of turn 4. You're cutting it close on the time limit, drivers. You're cutting it close on my time limit.
All right, lights are out. We got 6 laps to go. We're 2 minutes. Chance Gilbert brings them around 3 and 4. We hit that loud pedal. Here we go. Evan Powell back up to 4th. 27 of Robinson takes her down to the bottom side. We got them all over the place. I think we're hitting moments of desperation right now. Right now, your top 3 is going to be Chance Gilbert, Phil Berkebile Jr., and Mike Gilbert. Caution coming out for the 00 Smoke Metcalf. All right, we're at our time limit, so it's going to be a green, a white checker to finish.
Green, white, checker, drivers. You will come to the green flag, then the white, then the checker.
00 Smoke Metcalf going to pull it to the back. Next flag will end the race.
Race is over. We're at our time limit. Single file restart, drivers. Single file restart. Green, white, checker. We'll take the green. If there's a caution, that ends the race. You guys are over your time limit.
You heard it here, folks. Chance Gilbert in the 01 out front. Berkebile in that second spot. Mike Gilbert in third. Evan Pyle all the way up to 4th. Kenny Foster right behind him. Green flag. Here we go. Chance Gilbert down the back stretch he goes. Berkebile White flag in the air. Next flag ends it. Chance Gilbert down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Mike Gilbert going to try to steal that second spot away. Not going to be able to get it done. Oh, Bronson Reed. Oh my gosh, what a hard hit. Chance Gilbert in the 0-1 taking home the win. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. coming in second. Mike Gilbert, Evan Pyle, and Peyton Pyle rounding out your top 5. That was a hard hit at the end of the race. Bronson Hawkins, Kaylee Smith involved there.